Hey guys, this is Jake Bush, and you're watching Untamed Thoughts.
Hey, this is Jack Nelson, and you're listening to Untamed Thoughts.
Hi, my name's Chuck Weimer, and you're listening to Untamed Thoughts.
Hey y'all, this is Sarah Hobbs, and you're listening to Untamed Thoughts.
Hey there, this is Bree Bagwell, and welcome to Untamed Thoughts.
And we're back.
Hi. Yep.
High five.
I'm getting good at this.
I know.
Hello. We are back.
It is another Tuesday night with Untamed. I'm Brandy.
And I'm Katrina. We are so glad to have you here tonight.
Absolutely. Welcome to Untamed Thoughts, you guys. We've got a great show for you. Oh, Lord. I know. And I even fed her tonight thinking that she wasn't going to be climbing all over me and screaming at me the whole time. No, she just wants my attention.
Well,
I can't help it.
That's a cat for you.
Pretty much. What can I say? My old lady here. Can you get down? Sorry for calling you an old lady. So I feel like it's been a whirlwind since we've been here last.
2 weeks. What have you been up to?
I feel like I've done so much, yet I can't think of anything that I've done that's significant enough to talk about.
Right? I know. It's like we're running crazy, but it's like, what did we actually do?
Yes, it's like the little details, the regular things, to clean the house, to do the laundry, that stuff.
Well, we've been go still too. So we've been on the road. I don't even remember where we went. We went all over the place. We had a long holiday weekend, that's for sure. We had 8 days, I think, in a row in the water.
Oh my gosh.
Started on 7 days, 8 days, I don't know. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the river. Monday he played at Gringos and we were in the pool Monday and Tuesday. And Wednesday we went to the river, back to the river with Heather and Josh Ward and the whole crew that comes down every year. And that was a fun day. And then we had to take off and head for shows the rest of the weekend. So it was like
pruny when you got out.
Yeah.
Because you did a few days at the beach before that.
Yes. Then this weekend on Saturday we were with family because our Saturday got canceled a couple weeks ago, and we went and had a barbecue with family in Baytown, and we were in the pool all day, and like I was barely even in the pool very long, and I was very pruny. I'm like, I think I'm still like
waterlogged
from the last days. Like got like pruny real quick.
Your body said that's enough.
Right.
Absolutely stop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Well, so we haven't been in the water that much since then. I did. You'll be happy to know. Maybe. I don't know. I did rebuy the inflatable pool.
Oh, nice.
So we sat in the inflatable pools.
What happened to your other one?
I got 2 this time.
Did your other one pop?
I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. John thinks it got thrown away.
Oh.
Good thing it was cheap.
So he threw it away, in other words?
Pretty much. So instead of buying one, I bought 2.
Woohoo!
So we have our own. So that's what we did for the 4th of July. And I just cooked and whatever. And we laid low. But I've been running around getting ready for this weekend.
Dun, dun, dun. It's coming.
I can't believe it's like snuck up on us. I can't believe it's already here.
Okay, we can cry if we want to.
That's right. And don't you forget it, damn it.
We ain't crying though. No crying.
No, there will be no crying unless it's happy tears. Unless somebody surprises us with lots of money or something really awesome.
It's our birthday. I'll post our Venmos.
Yeah.
I need flight tickets to Key West, please.
Right? Please do. We accept all gifts.
Today's Prime Day. Have you been shopping?
No, I haven't even looked yet. Have you?
Oh my gosh, I'm surprised. Good job.
I know. I haven't.
You're the shopper.
I'm gonna save it until John's asleep. Although I just busted myself because I think he's probably listening on YouTube. So
it's today and tomorrow, right?
yes.
Yeah.
11 and 12. Well, did you shop? What did you bought so far?
No, I did not shop. I'm not allowed to shop. Jason doesn't give me any money or let me do anything. He keeps me chained and shackled, and I cannot shop.
Rude.
I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. All jokes. But no, I did not shop because we have lots of trips coming up that we're going to Key West and Colorado and then Wyoming and New Mexico and all the things, the cruise, and then Australia. I cannot be shopping. I mean, I'm going to be shopping before I go to Costa Rica. Shh. But I did find, so I had these already. But I looked them up on, and I tried them today. If you go to my stories and look at my stories, it's on my stories. I put them in this morning after I showered and let them sit in all day long after I dried my hair.
Yeah.
And then, but I looked on Amazon today just real quick because somebody had posted a link to something else and I just clicked on that. It was a cute little sports bra top. But these were on the Amazon Prime deal today. So
Nice.
I don't know. I haven't really seen any that are worth a damn like $2 off. Woohoo! Yay!
Yeah.
You're gonna. Most of it hasn't been that great, but I haven't looked really either. So I can't quite say that completely because I haven't like searched through everything.
Yeah.
Just because I don't
I
want
take
to.
that back. I did look at one thing, but it was only like you said, it was like $8 off. And I thought, well, that's dumb. I put it in my cart. It's just sitting there. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
Not hard.
I mean, anything helps, I guess, but you would think like the big deal they're making about Prime Day that it would be like
more than $8.
you know, or something.
I
Something
agree.
worth
100%.
Something
I
worth
need
doing.
more, please. More for my money.
Right.
Well, I just lost my train of thought. Why does that? I literally had a thought formed and it was fixing to come out of my mouth.
You just had a birthday. You might be getting old.
You got one coming right behind me. The same
know, but
age,
you're
remember?
You're still older. You're still older.
Barely.
By 2 weeks. But mine's not
I
here
know
yet.
I was. I remember. So I'm on this detox because I ate my face off for my birthday. Oh my gosh. Have you ever done that where you just go collect all the free stuff from all the different places for your birthday?
So I watched you on your thing and I didn't know you could do that. Like I didn't know that there was things.
There's more. I haven't even done them all. It's insane. I could have done a whole week's worth.
I did not know these things.
All you have to do is have an email address that you just don't pay any attention to and join all of their little clubby things or their whatever, their reward things.
Yeah.
And then you go say, I want my birthday reward, please. And they give it to you. I got so much free food that it was ridiculous.
Yeah. It looked good.
It was
But
all
I'm-
delicious, but
I'm on a strict rule. Not strict, because I can eat whatever I want, really. But
yeah.
I just have to eat the right things. Got
Yeah.
lots of things coming up that I need to be in a bathing suit for. Yeah. Let's just not talk about that.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I tried a detox juice today. It's called a flat belly detox water.
Huh.
Don't.
Don't.
Oh my God. I thought it was going to be okay because it's pure cranberry juice,
Ew, that's gross right there.
half of a lemon, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 2 cups of water.
No.
It was so tart. I had to put a little bit of honey in it to get it to go down. I drank all but about 3/4 of a cup of it because I forced myself to do it because I wanted to see what was going to happen. Well, newsflash, nothing happened so far.
Well, I'm on an 8-day jump start too, and we're on day 2, and I have done very well. So
Good.
eating, cleaning, and taking my stuff, and it's done very well. So tomorrow's weigh day 3 and day 9. So we'll see.
I'm right there with you.
Except for me, it's not the pound. It's not the pounds. It's more the inches that I noticed.
I don't even care about that. I just was so bloated, like I could feel it, and I felt so full and gross. And just
my digestive aid.
I have a digestive aid, but
This one's better.
I've been told that because I don't have a gallbladder, that's part of my problem.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
well, I'll get there. I've done it before. I'll get there again.
And you're just fine. You had some splurges, and it'll go right back.
Exactly. I just got to get back to where I need to be, and I needed to do something drastic in order to get there. But I'm excited for quesadilla on Saturday.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have the one damn quesadilla.
Is it the crawfish one?
No, it's the Fix is the food truck that they have there right now, and it's the birria tacos or the birria quesadillas.
Huh.
My God, they're so good. They make you want to slap your mama.
My mom would slap me back.
Mine would too, but it might be worth it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. She'll be there Saturday.
Saturday at the tables at Maidley in Conroe at 6:00. Music starts, so we will be there. Be there or be square.
Amen. Jeez, it's going to be
Some party.
so much fun.
Birthdays are my favorite.
Me too.
So-
I mean, obviously, I throw myself a birthday party every year, so I must like it or something.
I know. We have to do our own birthday parties.
Do you think that comes from being a summer baby and never getting birthday parties when we were kids?
All your friends, yeah.
Yeah, I never got to do that because all my friends were gone.
Right. They were all gone for the summer, and you don't get to have cupcakes in school with all your friends.
No. So I just throw my own party instead.
When I taught preschool, we did, and well, when the kids were younger too, they started doing like at the end of the school year, they did like summer birthday party.
That's smart.
So celebrated all the kids that had, because everybody got to celebrate their birthdays all year, and then the kids that didn't have birthdays during the year.
Yeah.
So we did a big birthday party for summer birthdays at the end of the year. They didn't do that when we were little.
No, we were just SOL. Sorry for you. You suck.
Pity.
Oh. Well, are you ready for this show tonight?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, let's bring him on. Welcome, Mr. Chip Olephant, you guys.
Uh-oh. Where'd he go?
Technology. Here we go. I added in my promise.
It says his name, but it doesn't show his picture.
Okay, let me see if I take him away and then put him back. Nope.
It's been in a ring.
It's his end. It's his connection. So we'll wait for him to come back. Why does that always happen? Is Jacqueline on here? What's happening?
Let's see.
That's funny. Well, that didn't work out.
You text him. Hold on. Well,
I feel like that threw me off a little bit. Unexpected. Sorry, guys. Hang in there with us. He'll be back. I promise.
I'll be back.
We wouldn't be untamed if we weren't having technical difficulties of some sort. That's our MO.
He's logging back in now. He said I got kicked off for some reason.
That's weird. Who knows?
So if you guys haven't seen the new flyer we just put out for the
Oh,
birthday, we have added we have Chris Crisp and Jason, and then we have added Philip Griffin now. So Philip Griffin will be joining us on Saturday. He'll be starting the day off at 6:00. So make sure you're there.
Make sure you're there before 6:00 so that you can get your table. Go ahead and get your tickets now so you don't have to wait for a table.
Yes, you can pick your table. So if you go online, you can go on and pick your table and get your tickets now.
Absolutely. I will put the link in the comments so that all you have to do is click on it and you can go right there. But for now, here's Mr. Chip Olephant.
Hey,
Hey!
what's up, ladies? How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Great. I wanted to start out by saying happy birthday to Brandy. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to make it on Saturday.
That's
Well,
absolutely
actually, you never know. I might be able to make it on Saturday. There is a surprise guest.
too.
You know
Oh,
what?
is it both of y'all's birthday?
It is.
I didn't
It's
even
both of
realize
our
that. That's so awesome. And happy birthday to you,
Yes.
too, Katrina. Absolutely.
Doing an untamed birthday bash because our birthdays are like 2 weeks apart. So we picked the weekend in the middle and made it
that
work
all
for
makes
both of
sense
us.
now.
to do it together.
Very cool. Very
And we
cool.
would love it if you showed up and just hopped on stage or didn't even hop on stage, just hung out.
Never know. Never know what might happen.
Where are you playing that night?
Well, I'm actually
no,
out of
you're
town
on
that
vacation.
weekend. Yeah, I was gonna try to leave the cliffhanger on there to see, how it might pan out with the surprise guest and all. I was gonna let people just think that, hey, you never know, he might show up. So no,
Right.
but I will be out of
Crazy
town.
things have happened.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. We might just make a trip back for it. Special trip.
Well, you never
We're
know.
worth it.
Right. That's right. Well, thank you guys for having me on tonight.
Absolutely. Chip, tell everybody about yourself. There's some of our listeners that might not know who you are, so tell a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter based out of Houston, Texas area. I'm actually from Highlands, Texas, and been playing for 15 years professionally and been in multiple bands throughout the years. A couple of them are, Hill Country Jane and Phineas Reb. And then most recently, I, started my own solo project about 2 years ago and released my first solo album, late 2021. So I've been just playing music, doing the new thing with the guys on the solo band project and promoting my own brand of music these days. Just having a great time with it, That's about it.
And it's good music too. So
I appreciate it. Yeah, I've enjoyed getting to collaborate with Jason Allen, that is, and Susan Hickman. We've started this new partnership with the 4-6s, and it's been a great thing for us so far, and it's still a brand new thing. Looking forward to all the future, what it holds in front of us. I'm actually just about to crack open a 4-6s since I'm talking about 4-6s.
Perfect.
amber, or is that a ranch water? Oh,
That's an amber right there.
amber. Yeah.
Yep. I figured it was only right if I'm on Untamed Thoughts. I got to be having a little cold one.
Might
Right.
as well.
Definitely.
Might as well.
Keep those thoughts untamed.
Right. You never know what'll come out.
That's right.
Tell us, Chip, is music always been a part of like your life, or is this something that came up out of nowhere that you didn't expect? Or
Oh no, it's definitely been all, a part of my life since I was very little. I grew up in a musical family, both my parents sang around the house and played instruments, and my mom sang in church in the choir, and my dad, he used to, sing a lot of gospel songs and country songs around the house playing guitar. So I had influences I was drawn from at a very early age. Both of my brothers My middle brother, he plays guitar a little bit and sings a little bit too, cover songs and stuff. And then my oldest brother, he was a multi-instrumentalist and ended up getting real involved with, jazz studies. And he ended up being a professor at San Jose State University in California, and has worked his way into some of the best musicians in the industry, as far as jazz, big band jazz stuff goes. And he's just done great for himself, won a Grammy and back in 2014, and has been nominated for another Grammy, and has written for Count Basie Orchestra. I could go on and on about his resume, but I started playing whenever I was about 8 years old, and just playing guitar and singing. And I just kind of took all those influences that I was hearing all the time and decided to, piece them together and make them my own, and write original music that kind of takes all those influences and kind of doesn't really put a finger on exactly what genre of music I'm in. I kind of like that originality side of things and making my own niche in the music industry. So I've never been kind of labeled as like a country artist or a blues artist or bluegrass or anything. I just like to take them all together and write whatever comes to me. And
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of how it has all happened, because I've drawn from my dad on the bluegrass gospel side, my mom like singing soulfully, and then both my brother Pete brought me into the Texas country music, and with Robert Earl Keen and Lyle Lovett and Pat Green, all those guys back in the day. And then my oldest brother kind of brought me into like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, and all that stuff. So I remember at the live show that we did for Jason Allen's annual Beach Fest at Crystal Beach here a couple weeks back. I'm sure you guys kind of heard that plethora of different styles in our set.
Yes, definitely.
I think we finished with Voodoo Child that night. So
Right.
it was a fun time though.
It was a fun night. Yes.
Sure was.
Definitely. I like when people can draw from a bunch of different things and put them all together and mash it up and make it something totally different. It's interesting, and it shows, I think, your variety. I think it's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely is unique, and it's great that
Thank you.
be that versatile and make things your own.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, I enjoy it. That's the way I like to do things. And I know Jason has plenty of influences he's drawn from through the years too, and
Yep.
he's just so great as well.
He's finally realized he's not actually Elvis.
Yeah. Well, he might have a little Roy Orbison in there though.
Are you sure he thinks that? Because I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't quite think that yet. I'm working on it. I'm trying to convince him. It's really not, but he's close enough, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's funny. Chip, what was there like a moment in time, or did you just always know that music was something that you were going to do?
Oh, I think whenever I was, in my early, I guess late teens, early 20s, I decided that, I played out at a few places. And back then, you're just getting out of high school and everything. So a lot of your high school friends where you used to play around campfires and whatnot, and in college, campfire stuff, like they start coming out to see you, and they're like, let's make a party out of it. And it just becomes like this big kind of movement. And I kind of realized then that I was able to, put on a good show, and more importantly, be able to make a living off of it. So I would say whenever I was late teens, early 20s is whenever I kind of realized that I could do this, for a living. So that's kind of how it happened. I remember my first show at Dirty Bay Beer Company in Baytown. I actually had a friend of mine. Well, it was a friend of my dad's and a friend of mine too. He kind of helped me along, and his name was Doug Keys. He lives down the street from us still. Not that I live with my parents. I actually bought the house next door to my parents, so it's kind of funny. He still lives in the same spot down the street, so I can say that. But yeah, we played that show at Dirty Bay, and he kind of pieced together a band for us. And I just remember like I had this big group of high school friends came out that night, and we had all been in college at that point, and it was a few years out of high school, but they all started just chanting my name like Chip Olephant, and it was just, I don't know, it was really cool. It kind of made an impression on me, and so that was the way I got started as far as playing professionally and knowing that I could keep going with it.
Yeah, I can see where that would do it.
Yeah, it gave me that momentum,
Yep.
That adrenaline rush of everybody calling your name.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. And I wasn't even writing, I wasn't even playing original music at that point. It was mostly just cover songs, and Doug and we were song swapping kind of with the band. So, but I thought it was the coolest thing, being that young and hearing your name getting called like that and chanted. It was awesome. I would still think it was cool, but nobody ever does it for me anymore.
We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, I might have to pay y'all to do it next time or something.
Oh, that's
I won't tell anybody that I paid y'all.
We won't either.
Okay, good. We're on the same page.
Our secret.
Yeah.
It's definitely a secret. That's funny. So is there, you just said that you're doing your kind of own thing, you're writing your own thing. Is songwriting something new adding to the mix, or is that something you've been doing also?
Oh, I've been songwriting for a long time. I mentioned earlier I played in, multiple bands, and I've released albums with both of those bands, two of them, Hill Country Jane and Phineas Reb. And, I wrote songs for both of those albums. And one of the things that I've done a lot lately is, I wrote that solo album, the Big Band Project. It's a 12-song album, but I've also been writing for a new album. I released a few singles, one in 2022 that I wrote for my wife. And then the other two I've released this year. I think it was like, I want to say February, and then maybe late April or something like that. And I'm doing that a little different this time, because the first solo album, I just decided I was going to release the full album and just, bam, there it is. But this one, and that worked well, but this one I wanted to change it up a little bit and kind of string along some singles, and then eventually, release the rest of the album and have like a CD release type of thing. So, I guess what kind of makes it more fun for me, I know a lot of people go to big studios and they like to have top-notch producers produce their songs and everything, but kind of the full circle thing for me is to write the song and then be a heavy influence on the production of it in studio. Like, that's my favorite part, is figuring out what instrument needs to go where and how we're going to lay out the song. And I don't know. I couldn't imagine just turning it all over to somebody and being like, here, just do it. I don't know. It's just part of the writing side of things, and the production side of things is just as important to me whenever my, creative process is going.
And with a lot of your songs and style too, like you have a lot of different instruments that could be on things too.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
and, like you have a saxophone player, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
I've had a guy that I use, a couple different guys that I use for live shows, but
Yeah.
like on the album, the Big Band Project, I actually leaned on my brother to write most of the like horn parts and everything for that. So, which was cool because he did all that out of California, and I just was able to send it to him from Texas and be like, hey, this is kind of what I'm thinking here. And then, man, he sent back like all these horn parts that they recorded at separate studios, because this was back during COVID time. So like there weren't any studios really open, very few. And it was just really cool to see it all come together. That was the whole reason behind the name of the Big Band Project. Is I had 19 musicians on that album.
Wow.
And tons of different instruments, and my whole idea was like, obviously all 19 wouldn't be on the one song at a time, but I wanted the whole album to kind of have a flow with different genres of music and different instruments that we were using. So that kind of hence the name, the Big Band Project.
Right. That's awesome.
I like that.
Yeah, thank
Can't
you.
wait to hear it.
It's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing that. That's what I think is so great about your music, is that it's definitely you, especially after hearing where that came from and why that's where you draw from.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is you, and it will be obvious.
Absolutely.
once people
Yeah, I
start
try to stay
realize
true to
what they're
myself for
missing.
sure. When it comes to music, I don't ever try to put myself in a box for anyone or try to, write or I don't like to force write. I like to kind of let it come to me and maybe write down a couple lyrics here and there as I go in my phone. And then, or if I hear a melody, I might, sing a melody on my phone just so I kind of remember what it was. And then later on, if I'm feeling inspired to write something, then I'll sit down and start to write. That's kind of my process.
Yep.
It's always interesting to hear everybody's different processes and how they do it.
Oh yeah, there's so many ways to do it.
So how do you balance that with home life?
It's tough. I gotta say, because these days, I'm so busy with the boys, and I've got 2 young boys. One of them's 5, and the other one will be 8 this coming Sunday. So he's right around y'all's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually the reason why I'll be out of town. We go to this place called Femfo. We've done it last year. It's out in New Braunfels, close to you guys, Katrina, and it's a really cool spot. But yeah, it's a lot of organizing, a lot of calendar work whenever I'm having to balance, baseball games and just different things that I'm having to, that I want to be a part of and I choose to be a part of. And then having to make sure that my schedule doesn't interfere with their schedule and things like that. So I pick parts of the year now that I'm like, all right, this month or these couple weeks here and there, I'm going to set aside and make sure that I make time for the family and make sure that I'm not picking up any gigs, or we'll plan a trip or something here and there. But it is a lot of work just in that aspect, just staying organized and on top of things, make sure I don't double book. And because I do it all on my own, I don't really have anybody to help me out and keep organized. I mean, my wife helps out tremendously. She'll kill me if I said she doesn't help out. Like with the kids and with the house and everything, she's great. But as far as the business goes and the music and everything, like that's all on me. So I have to make sure I cross my T's and dot my I's on the calendar for sure.
I know how difficult that is. So
I know you do, Katrina. Yep. I know you do.
I'm just lucky that mine are grown and gone now, and I don't have to worry about that part.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Eventually I'll be able to, not have to worry so much about it. But these days it's top priority for sure.
Good for you for making that top priority, though.
Yeah. I'm gone so much that I wouldn't feel right. So there's like, if I'm gone, like for weeks at a time, or 5 days in a row or something like that, I just start to feel like, man, I'm really missing something. And I just want to make sure that I'm there for especially the early years and things like that. Once they get a little more independent, then I won't mind, looking out more often, but I try to make sure
I don't
that
want you around anymore.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
You're no longer cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. And see, that's another thing about that album. One of the songs on there at the very end of the album is a song I wrote for my boys, and it's called Another Reason. And the idea of it is, there's always another reason why I'll love them. And the very end, though, I got them. Somehow I had the forethought to say, all right, I'm going to get them to, at the very end of the song, say, I love you back, or I love you too, Daddy. And I got them to do that whenever they were 2 and 5 years old. And so I've always said that, whenever they start wanting to distance themselves from me and they bring a girlfriend home and they're not listening to what I have to say, I'm going to use it as blackmail. So I'm going to make sure that I'm like, well, at one point in time, you did love me, so I have proof of it. I will play it in front of your girlfriend,
You told me.
Yeah, see?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to it every year, like around Father's Day. It just brings back memories, you know.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Great they have that.
Yeah.
And when they get older, they'll enjoy having that.
Yeah, whenever
Like when
they're
they have
much
kids.
older and they're adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they have kids, those things will mean a lot to them too, that they can have
Absolutely.
that to listen
Exactly.
to. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on the road?
Ooh.
Or that you've seen happen, even if it wasn't to you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll answer it straight up. Yeah, there was a band we played in whenever I was first starting out. I won't say the name of the band because I don't want the other guys to be mad at me or anything. But
Don't want to
we
implicate
were playing
anyone.
this. What's that?
Said you don't want to implicate anyone.
Yeah, exactly. We were playing this this venue, and at that point in time, we were still really young, so we were more on the rock side of things, and we would play. I say rock, like bluesy type stuff, but we were so young and green that it sounded all right. We were still feeling things out and kind of getting our set down, and so we go into like this straight dance hall place. I mean, there's a lot of blue hairs in there and people that are really into waltzes and just different kind of cool dances. They're country dances, and we start our set and everything, and the DJ comes over to us like probably halfway through our first set, and he's like, "Hey, listen, guys, it's not really working out. We're just gonna go ahead and pay y'all to stop and leave." And we were like, you want us to stop right now? Like, we're in the middle of a song. And he's like, yeah, stop. And then so we had to stop and pack our stuff up and get out. And they paid us. They still paid us, which was nice of them, but they didn't have to. I guess it just wasn't working out very well. And they were just like, hey, you guys got to get out of here. I'm sorry. Not the right venue for y'all.
Wow.
That was a point in time where I was like, you know what? We should probably learn some more songs and make sure that we're able to adapt to wherever we're playing at,
Right.
Yeah.
Thank
So
goodness you took it as a learning moment and not a never mind, I don't want to do this anymore moment.
oh, it definitely could have been, but I've never been a quitter at anything. So it was definitely, I always, anytime I take a loss on something, I use it as a learning experience for sure. You got to learn and move on.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You ready for some rapid fire questions?
Rapid fire. Let's go.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Salty or sweet?
Salty.
Driving or flying?
I'm a driver.
City or country?
Country.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee all day.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Text or talk?
Text.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Me too. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Rain or sunshine?
Sunshine.
Acoustic or band?
Ooh. Band.
Baseball or football?
Baseball.
Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
The most important of them all. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Always get outvoted.
I'm sorry. It's just way superior. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know if I can say that. No, I know I can't.
I don't know. I have a lot of friends that have Androids as well. But yeah, I'm an iPhone guy.
Well, we appreciate you coming on today. We look forward to seeing you soon. Tell all the people where they can find you and your music and your shows and what's coming for you next.
Oh, well, you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all the platforms. What was that? Was that Oh, that's right. I
I
saw.
forgot to
just
say
a-
something earlier.
Yeah, just a little spin off of me, real quick. Congratulations to my buddy and my 4-6's Grit and Glory partner, Jason Allen, on his very brand new hot sauce right there. The Jason Allen Cayenne
It's
hot
hard to
sauce.
see because
It is a little hard to see.
light's glaring on it, but so
Is Cayenne? Does he have a habanero hot sauce?
I know everybody's asked that, so that's
I-
going to be the next one. He is a cayenne lover, so he got this one as cayenne, and then afterwards was thinking like, oh man, it probably should have been a habanero hot sauce, but
Kind of missed the mark on that one a little bit.
we'll do that one next.
Yeah, there you go. Make a chain of them. Absolutely. Maybe even a holy moly guacamole eventually too. You'd have to keep it. You have to keep it on ice at all the shows.
Right. I know.
Would be good. No, you can find me on all those digital platforms. Also, my website, chipolephant.com.
Which we've linked for you guys in the comments.
Yep, right there in the comments. And I'm trying to think every Wednesday you can find me in Baytown. I host an open mic at O'Neill's Sports Bar and Grill on the water. And each week I get a new artist to help me co-host it, like a singer-songwriter. I've had Jason Allen out there. I've had Susan Hickman out there. Tons of great artists. And this week I have Daniel Lynn coming. He's a really good singer-songwriter coming out, and he's going to be out there tomorrow night with me. And this weekend I'm off because I'm leaving on vacation to go to Camp Thimfo in New Braunfels. I'll be there from, the 13th through the 17th. So taking some time off, and then I'll be back at O'Neill's next Wednesday. And I think I'm going to Seabrook, Texas, July 23rd at the Barge 295. I'll be out there with Leo Mendoza a little bit, doing some acoustic picking. Cool. And I think, let's see, what do I have coming up again? I've got another one July 30th at the Green Oaks Tavern Listening Room. It's a really cool place out in Humble, Texas. I'll be playing out there with James Wilhite. And last one, I'm doing all these off the top of my head. July 29th, I will be with Hill Country Jane for a show at Backyard Bar in Crosby, Texas. And so that's about as much as I can contain in my brain for dates for July. I think I got us through July though.
Right? That's all on your website though, right?
It's all on my website. You can click on the tour tab and find where I'm at on there. I probably, now that I'm pitching that to everybody, I need to go on there right after we get off here and update everything, because I've recently booked a lot of shows that I haven't put on there. But yeah, I normally keep it updated, at least a month or two out. So you can find me there.
Great. Well, we'll send everybody your way. Again, thank you for doing the show tonight, and we will see you very soon.
Oh, thank you guys so much again. It was a pleasure, and happy birthday to both of y'all again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to your son.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
I'll let him know.
All right.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later.
All right,
Have
bye-bye.
a good weekend.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
That's the show. We're done.
If you have not heard him, you need to go listen to him. He's very good.
Puts on a great show, you guys.
Absolutely.
I was not expecting what we got, but it was awesome. A ton of fun. We will see you in 4 days. Yes.
Yep.
At the table at Madeley for our birthday parties. We hope to see you there. In the meantime, go be kind to yourself and everyone else, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Alrighty. Good night.
Bye.